Battle of Killiecrankie. We're now on the British Army centre left, where there's this memorial cairn, and slightly flooded nearby, so I'm going to stay up here. And these trees weren't here in 1689, but they were further up, and that's where the Jacobites have been sheltering for most of the afternoon as the British lobbed some artillery shells and insults up towards them. In the centre of their line, that's the modern version of the house, but the Erard house being just there, and that's the centre of the British line. And the Jacobites came on largely in about 3, some accounts say 5 wedges, columns forwards, having dropped their tartan plaid, holding just really their swords and axes, wearing just their bonnets and their undershirts, barefooted, screaming down upon here this Highland wail that was really unearing even to the lowland troopers. And they came down upon this area and caused huge devastation. In fact, accounts say afterwards, when the Jacobites came back towards this position after the British Army retreats, they could not recognise the faces of the fallen, and they'd been cleft from skull through ear by these sharpened Spanish swords that the Jacobites put the basket hilts on. And in about 20 minutes there was over 1,000 dead, and then probably the same again in the retreat, because we're slightly above the pass on this plateau and it goes down there into the River Garry, and that's where the British Army streamed towards what's now known as Soldiers Leap in the visitor centre, going next, and another 1,000 or so killed there. So about 2,000 British Army regulars out of a force of about 3,000 killed here. And probably, hard to estimate, about 800 of the Jacobites, who were, mostly shot in the volleys, but plug bayonets were fitted. So proportionally quite a high loss to the Jacobites. But they do get later reinforcements from the Athol men, and they have shattered a British Army force. And after weeks more of marching, they actually end up passing back down through this area, the pass of Killiecrankie, heading towards Dunkeld, which is being held by just one regiment of the British Army. And that has a very different result. So we're going to go find Soldiers Leap and then hopefully a bit of Dunkeld this afternoon. And nice to see this memorial still known today, and here on the Battle of Killiecrankie.